Welcome to this 12-part series where we will be unpacking the chapters of the Protection of Personal Information Act, also known as POPIA. Perhaps the best place to start is to define some of the key terms that you may often come across when dealing with POPIA. Understanding words or phrases in POPIA will help you to have a clear understanding of the text of this important law. Let me start with the term consent. Consent means any voluntary, specific, and informed expression of will in terms of which permission is given for the processing of personal information. Simply put, it is giving permission or agreeing to the use of your personal information. Therefore, consent should be obtained to process personal information. Data subject. This means the person to whom personal information relates. So anyone whose personal information is used is referred to as a data subject. You and I are data subjects because our personal information is kept and used by other people, companies, government departments. A responsible party is a public or private institution or any other person which alone or in conjunction with others determines the purpose of and the means of processing personal information. So public institutions such as government departments are referred to as public bodies, and companies or NGOs, churches, or social clubs are examples of private bodies. In terms of POPIA, public bodies and private bodies are called responsible parties because they are responsible for the lawful processing of personal information. Direct marketing. It means the act of approaching a data subject either in person or by mail or electronic communication for the direct or indirect purpose of promoting or offering to supply any goods or services to the data subject. It also includes the act of requesting that the data subject to make a donation of any kind for any reason. When marketers contact you to sell you something, this would mean they are doing direct marketing. Next up, meaning of information officer. This is a person responsible for compliance by a private body or a public body with the conditions for the lawful processing of personal information. In a public body, an information officer would be the Director General, Executive Director, or Municipal Manager. Whereas in a private body, the information officer would be the head of the private body, such as the Chief Executive Officer, or someone equivalent or acting as such. When we say processing of personal information, what exactly does this mean? Processing applies to the processing of personal information entered in a record by or for a responsible party by making use of automated or non-automated means. Therefore, these are acts of processing: collection, receipt, recording, organization, collation, updating, modification, retrieval, alteration, consultation, or use, dissemination by means of transmission, distribution, or making available in any other form, merging, linking, restriction, degrading, erasure, or destruction of information. Finally, let's define personal information and what it comprises of. Personal information means information relating to an identifiable living natural person or an existing juristic person. For instance, personal information would be your race, gender, marital status, age, religion, culture, education, medical, financial, criminal, or employment history, your email address, physical address, telephone number, location, biometric, and your name, to mention a few, are still examples of personal information. So what is the purpose of POPIA and its importance? The purpose of POPIA is basically to give effect to your constitutional right to privacy as contained in Section 14 of the Constitution. However, POPIA focuses on privacy as it relates to the processing of personal information. This is done by requiring the safeguarding of personal information when it is processed by a responsible party and regulating the manner in which personal information may be processed. Additionally, the purpose of POPIA is also to provide you with rights and remedies to protect your personal information from being unlawfully processed. Thank you for watching. Next, we will summarize Chapter 2.